ain't over till it's over, let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
Going down, why they gotta hate on me? I can see them with a frown.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Is it Chick-fil-A?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be crossed right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now, here's 1st and 10.
That's crazy. I think my homeboy.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good work here by the tight end. It's a crossing route off of play action. They're going to let the slot receiver run a post to hopefully let the defense think they're taking a shot. And then they bring the tight end underneath, and it winds up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. This will go to Henry out wide. Touchdown, Saints. Derrick Henry. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Yeah.
From the 33, here's a second.
Lately. Baby. What the fuck? What? What? Dude, you got me. He got me with that play. For sure he did. I ain't gonna cap. I know I ain't gonna cap. He got me with that play. That was a good play. Good ass play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
That was a good ass play. I ain't gonna cap. Nigga playing like they gotta get this rent money. Gotta get this rent money. Stop playing. Oh, he gonna do it again? This shit ain't gonna work this time, man.
Power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Gotta check, make sure. Oh,
they'll come up second and 7.
Oh, he just reacted. Waiting on my people to send me. I got my own business.
To throw,
waiting
it's
on them to send me some updates on these contracts I need to help and get. I got shit to do. Shit to do. Need equipment to get the streaming set up. I got a lot of shit I gotta do.
Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Ooh, that's an open play.
Here it's complete.
That was an open play. That is insane.
But a nice little gain. Good position to be in here,
Oh,
second
that
and
shit
inches.
sick.
Here's Rodgers.
They'll run that same play. They'll run that same play on me.
Falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Let's go. Let's get the rest. That's 21. Let's wrap this up.
Take possession here at their
Let's
own
wrap this up
3-yard
quickly.
line.
So rare to see any
man,
quarterback
get
toss
these.
back-to-back interceptions in the NFL,
We gotta
regardless
get
of
these.
status or experience.
Man.
Whether it's
That's
your
what it's
personal or
about.
just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is
It's
reading
about
something
getting to
out
the
there,
bag.
and they're holding the upper hand.
And off the game. You gotta be in your bag in and off the game. You feel me? You gotta be in your bag in and off the game. That's the thing about it. I'm in my bag right now, putting in overtime. Get up in the morning.
Just 6 carries to this point.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Adam Penn back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's got his
Let's wrap this shit up.
complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He'll get
Let's wrap this
15
shit up
and a
quick.
Saints first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his
21
guy open,
something.
just a little underneath route, just
I'm
trying
not
to free
cool,
up some
man.
space,
Trying to be
and
funny.
it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work
They're
it
gonna
across
score for the
midfield. The end
for
result,
halftime.
21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up.
Oh,
They
God.
gotta find answers, and
That
they gotta
was
find
like
a
that.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a
Oh,
little too good
fuck,
there.
they gonna
And it's
flag.
second down.
Locked in,
No one
bro.
wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Second and 10. Dobbs is throwing. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 32 that time.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down, here's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Dobbs to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Touchdown, 49ers. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Sharp. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10, Dobbs. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprint.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come on a first and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Yeah, he jumped. He moved from front shit.
Start backs him up 5, first and 15. Running from the gun with Henry. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, they go again with Henry. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Can't wrap this shit up. Hurry up, man. This man playing, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, come on. It don't take that long, bro. Niggas trying to wrap this shit up, bro. You bullshit.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things are going for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to wind up
what
an
the
air
fuck? All that for that.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Man, Sharp, come your big shake faggot ass on here, bro. Catch
Leads
the
to a
ball,
very
bro.
important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
You must running your fucking mouth and not running and catching the ball.
Win this game, I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun.
Oh, that's him.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect.
Already
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, Dobbs.
This happened when you fight us out.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
Most definitely
and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
I do what I do for a reason. Everything I do for a reason. Protocol. Watch this. Y'all watch this. Watch this. Put that down. Watch this. I'm going to show you how to really work. Like, I know he ain't no good, so it's
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But I'm gonna play him like
they will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So throw from the 22 here, 2nd and 2.
Everything I hit, everything that I do,
To throw is
it's gonna be a
Dobbs.
consistent dot. Oh,
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
but I didn't go nowhere,
It's
so
the
obviously
Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, Dobbs going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. They'll try to run first with Henry. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Again, it's Henry.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now a design run with Jefferson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Henry up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here now, second and goal. They hand this one to Gronk. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown! Keyshawn Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after here coming up. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Sanders on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Sanders on 1st down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to throw. Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Regans, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Now Murray. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him again, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
You hear me now?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Inside handoff, Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray. Again, it's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Sanders eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Williams now throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Nico Collins with an amazing diving catch. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Throwing again. Sanders forced out to pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're going to try and throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Back to throw. Williams eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Doug Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble.